Alright, it's a tier 8 game on Fjords. Playing my T29. What I'm thinking here first is I'm going to try and head south. Because, you know, there's the usual heavy route is actually down to the south. And there's actually not some pretty good spots down there for the T20. But as I'm going, I'm actually sitting here counting tanks. Right here, I come to the conclusion that there's way too many tanks going south and not nearly enough going north. So, yeah, after a few months of indecision, hard reverse, flip around, head back this way. As I'm driving back, I'll notice the fact that this AMX AC-48, which of course is one of the big scary tanks of our team, is just sitting there. There's no apparent sign he's doing anything. So first I considered just kind of ramming him, trying to wake him up, but then I decided maybe I'll try to scrape his rear. Of course, I miss. Oops. Look him. Well, luckily, just after I finished passing behind him, suddenly he wakes up. Good him to join the battle. His gun is way too powerful to be left out. So I'm actually going north. Now, the good news about the north for the T29 is that the whole thing is kind of one big slow slope that roughly peaks towards that pass there in B7. So if I'm fortunate, I'm actually going to do is roll basically up into the middle of that big open looking area, and it actually will not be all that open. More of a derp riding movement here. Bonk! Building doesn't get out of the way for the tank. So yeah. So one of our team members has pointed out that there are trees falling on the north side, so we know there's someone up there. So I'm going to pop up, see if I can't use a spot after is actually one of my tank destroyers. I usually come to these bushes up here and like to hang out behind them. I'm looking at quite as close in the T29 because I don't want to reveal my hull. But right around here somewhere, I should be able to see if someone pops through and that bush line right there and give them a proper plastering. So T34 just to my north is saying, I'm going by myself. I'm like, that's fine. Right here I should spot things coming through and give them some warning. Starting off pretty well though. We've already taken out one of their tier 8 heavy tank destroyers and one of their tier 7 heavy tanks, so guys in the south are not being a slouch. Ah, here we are.
We didn't even scratch them.
Centurion, got a Carnarvon. Actually fairly tough target. Well, he was fine when he was front facing me. Now he's got a bit of a problem. He's only has a T34 popping up on his flank, and me shooting him from the front.
Penetration.
Clearly pointing his gun and dart at the stronger target. Bounces off my turret. Carnarvon, surprisingly tough tank. No match for the sheer power of the T34's gun. Thanks for the side turret shot.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
That took care of that. Me and T34 took him out. T34 took a little damage, but overall pretty good. But you can see from the sheer amount of fire coming down that, yeah, there's still other people up there who are there like, ooh, T29, let's kill him. They didn't damage me, so I'm none too worried. Decided to type in a little warning to my team that there is more tanks up there. Whoa, there's a scary tank. Trying to aim low. All I get is his track, but hey, you know, he just shot me in the turret, so no big deal. Gonna aim this lower plate here. Trying to damage him. Unfortunately, he's being difficult. There's also Tiger 2 behind him. That's not a fun target. Oof, that was actually a penetrating hit. That's alright, I got the Jag Tiger 88 for another blow. T34 finishes him off, very nice. Tiger 1 on my flank, that has me a little bit worried. And apparently a 112 on our base. That's no good. So I turn around and start driving south, intending to take out the 112. Until I still look at 22 health, and there's a 25-2 looking at him. I decide to leave the T25-2 to it, and just after I do so, the T25 handles the problem. Tiger tank is looking like he's trying to rush, but he's running right smack towards a big tank destroyer. So I decide, hey, we'll try and sneak up on the Tiger. It's going to be risky because I know those other tanks are on my flank. Get a solid hit in them and start backing away. Turn my turret in just the nick of time, too, because if that didn't my turret side, that would have hurt. Now I'm back here where I'm a little safer, and this Tiger tank is just rushing right smack dab into my gun sights. And it's taken out by the tank destroyer. And then it's taken out by the T29 too that's up on the north side. I thought he said good shooting T29 right there. So I feel I shot very well right there. Now me, the Panther, and this T34 are going to come up here. We're going to run into the world's most difficult to destroy unarmored tank destroyer. And there he is. How many shots this guy takes? Yeah, that one went in. That one went just fine. Just like it normally does. I'm taking on the T29 too. But now... Oops, that one went high. Hit a critical hit, isn't that nice? Continue shooting the Panther. Hit him again, it bounces. I get a critical hit. And the T34 is also taken out by the Tiger too. Alright. I don't think I can one-shot him. And I get another critical hit. And now I'm missing a whole bunch of health. This is getting really annoying. Bounces off my turret. Bounces off my turret. Whoop, another penetrating hit. Uh-oh. Hooray! Oh gosh, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back.
We lost half of our engine power.
Alright, so both C-30, 225-2 and I are both one-shots to each other. I've lost my engine. Can't believe we managed to survive that fight with the Koenig's Tiger. And someone finally takes him out. But you see how much it took to kill that T-25 too? Yeesh. Still, good game. Alright, so here's the stat screens for that battle you just watched. As you can see, good result. I got a new marksmanship medal and a steel wall for that stuff that was ricocheting off of me. 3 hits on the Carnarvon, 1 penetrating on the Tiger, 2 on the Ike Tiger 88, 2 on the Tiger 1, and 2 on that T-25 2, who was being so difficult to kill. Still, 94% hit rate for shoot, very, very nice. Did 2,725 damage, which you'll also see here on the second screen. Actually second overall, right after our KV5, who got a Top Gun and got 1,551 experience. Absolutely crushing for him. Managed to out-damage ISU, which is kind of cool, though he's also, let's be honest, he's the one to save me from that Tiger too, because I'm not sure I would have been able to kill him on my own. At least not that particular time. Weirdly, IS tank with absolutely no damage and nothing else, and yet no one was AFK. Not quite sure what's going on right there at the bottom of our own list. We see that T29, he and a Ferdinand, which I think was fighting on the other flank, were definitely the two guys who were holding the line and were just being awfully difficult to destroy. Through all of that, though, the 2.5 fight not as done quite as well if the Tiger 2 hadn't been playing interceptor or blocker, really, for him. And then, of course, third screen right here, you can just see 19 shots, 18 hits, only 10 pens. I did a lot of bouncing off of things. For 2,725 damage, took 14 hits, 5 pens, 9 non-penetrating, yay, turret, for 3,750 potential damage received kind of crazy. So yeah, that was just a very nice little battle. So good game and good night.